No, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to be the strongest link. You're going to be the strongest link. I do take all my perspective. I know. We got this. I'm telling you. We got this.
Good afternoon, Fairhaven. Thank you all for coming today. My name is Dan Dermer from Dermer Dreams. I would like to welcome all of you to the 2019 and the first Dermer Dreams Fairhaven Neighborhood Captain Induction Ceremony. I would like to take a minute to personally thank Mayor Lucarelli of Fairhaven. Mayor Lucarelli was nice enough on short notice to come here today. I want to thank you personally, Mayor, for doing this and coming here to support us. So thank you very much for attending. Today, all of you will be joining the Dermer Dreams team. The mission of the Dermer Dreams team is simple. We fight hunger one bag at a time. I know it's hard for all of us to imagine, while living in Fairhaven, New Jersey, that just minutes from here every night, there are people who do not have enough food to eat. Unfortunately, many of these people are children. For the kids who are here today, it is important that you understand that not every kid grows up with what you have here in Fairhaven. The truth is that many kids grow up with less than what you have, and some of them do not even have enough food to eat. For a few hours on the weekend of November 16th, all of us are going to try to change this. In a moment, we are going to call up all of the children on our neighborhood captain teams to get their Dermer Dreams hat and make you part of our Dermer Dreams family. This hat represents the colors of Dermer Dreams and has your title as a neighborhood captain. I want to make something very clear. The success of this food drive in Fairhaven, New Jersey, and helping these people depends on each one of you, our neighborhood captains. I do not want you to come up here to get your hat unless you plan to complete your work to the best of your ability. If you do not do your job in your neighborhood, someone out there will not get the food or clothing that they need. So, if you are planning to do the work to the best of your ability, please come forward, if you have not received your hat, to Elise so that you can get your hat and become part of the Dermer Dreams family.
Here you go.
Hey, so,
She most certainly is. All right. Wow. Put that bad boy on.
Okay, as all the kids are getting their hats, I would also like to take a moment to recognize the Dermer Dreams drivers who are going to sacrifice 2 full days of their life on November 23rd and 24th to drive trucks all throughout the entire town to work with us to pick up all of your donations. So I would please ask to come up to get your driver's jackets. There are only a few of them here today, but please come up to be honored. Lance and Nick Harvey, Steve Tiley and Mike Marino, Christy Tiley and Andrea Marino. Please visit Elise to wear your yellow Dermer Dreams jacket. Now, while they do that, I do want you to know that there are odds out in town already for the women's team of Christy Tiley and Andrea Marino to beat every one of the other 9 men's teams in this competition. They are setting the odds early, and there's a lot of trash talk going around. So I would like to formally welcome all of the drivers and all of our neighborhood captains. Welcome to the Dermer Dreams team. Now let's get right to work, okay? All captains should have received a package with the following: the Dermer Dreams donation bags filled with the letters to the residents and our corporate sponsor list, copies of your walking map with the address list below, a copy of the Fairhaven no-knock list, a recommendation on what a neighborhood captain says to a resident if they are home when you deliver a donation bag, and a package of rubber bands. The food drive is going to take place in town on Saturday, November 23rd. The way it works is donation bags will be delivered to each one of the 2,200 homes in Fairhaven by you, our neighborhood captains. 10 of our trucks will be going to each of the homes on November 23rd to pick up the donations and to deliver them directly to lunch break in Red Bank. The town has been broken up by software into 70 routes of approximately 35 homes each. All captains have received an email from me that you can open now or when you get home if you would like to follow this information on your phone or tablet. The information that you receive by email is the same exact thing that is printed on the information in your package. Your responsibility on the weekend of November 16th is to walk each home on your address list, knock on the door, and explain what we are doing and deliver the donation bag. When you speak to the resident, you can use the recommendation that we have given you of what a neighborhood captain says, or you can say something similar in the way that you would like. Please make sure to make it clear that they need to leave their bag on their front porch by Saturday, November 23rd by 8 a.m. when we will pick it up. If a resident is not home, you will leave the bag on their door or mailbox, and you do not need to return to this house. You have been given a set of rubber bands to help you tie the bag onto a doorknob or a handle if someone is not home. My suggestion is to not tie it very tight onto someone's door, but to try to secure it so they can take it off easily. In regards to the Fairhaven no-knock policy, there is a list of approximately 90 homes in Fairhaven that are on a no-knock list. What this means is that we do not want you to knock on their door. It is okay that you leave the donation bag on their door or mailbox, but please do not knock at this location. I would appreciate it if all captains will review the homes on your walking route to see if any of your homes are on the no-knock list and make sure not to knock on these doors. It is very important for all of us that we follow all of the rules of the town of Fairhaven as we are doing this as a town-wide food drive. Okay, as you can see from your walking route, your route starts with a number 1 house and it ends with the last house that you will be covering. For most of you, the number 1 home is your home address, while some of you are just traveling a few blocks away to the area that you will be covering. The order that the houses have been put in is the most logical way that our team could see you walking the route. However, if you feel there is an easier route to walk, please feel free to do it the way you think it is best. I suggest that someone take a pen and check off each address on the hard copy you have been given as you walk by and deliver each bag. We have, let's see here. So this gentleman, Elio Amaral, he's one of our most valued members of the Dermer Dreams team, and here he is off the boat from New York City. So Elio Amaral, everybody.
Thank you.
So I have worked with Elio for the past 20 years in New York City, and Elio has gotten to know my work along the way. As he has learned not to trust me, he took our technology and our software that we're doing in town for the first time to another level to check our work. So Elio in New York City for the past month took the 70 routes that we collected by software and spent going each home, each 2,200 homes, to make sure that I did not screw up. And the good news is, outside of maybe 2 or 3 homes that he found in town, he completed putting together what we call now the Fairhaven masterpiece. This piece does not exist anywhere in the world, where Elio, through the tax collector's office, and the mayor may appreciate this, you cannot find this anywhere. He sat in front of me for hours doing a paper mache plan in which he cut every street, put the whole town together on one page that we blew up, and it ended up like this. So, with that being said, as you take a walk out of here tonight, you can feel free to come up and see each. He's even taken the time to put your names on top of the colors and which routes you have. So before you leave tonight, if you would like to see which section of town you're covering, please come up here and take a look. Elio, I can't thank you for everything that you have done. Before we end here, I have to say a quick thank you to my dear friend Ariel David. He could not be here today because he had a beautiful baby girl 3 days ago. Simply said, if it was not for Ariel, none of this technology would exist, and I would be in a lot of trouble. So thank you very much, Ariel, for everything that you have done for us. In closing, this all comes down to you guys now. You have to make sure to get your bags to each home on the route. Most important for you is we want to make sure that you're safe and you watch where you're walking at all times. But after you do that, please make sure for me that you don't miss one of your homes and each one of the bags gets to the people in town. We want to drive through your area and see yellow bags filled everywhere with food that will end up going directly to the people who need it. This is what makes me feel the happiest. Thank you for joining our Dermer Dreams team. We are always here to support all of you. Please do not hesitate to email or call with any questions and look for further email updates along the way. Our goal as a team is to go out and collect tens of thousands of pounds of food throughout the great town of Fairhaven. We look forward to working with all of you to make this our most successful food drive yet. Thank you all so much for coming here today. I really appreciate it.